Hi everyone, this is January 8th, 2023, 5 p.m. and I'm doing this video on and for the public and private record as my land on record deed, Lord. Because Lord is an acronym for land on record deed, and God is an acronym for Government Ordinance Department. These are my beloved begotten sons and daughter, flesh and blood creations, and this family collage right here that I made. I am the correct author of Clearing My Heavenly Father's Name and Namesake Confession, my over 450 videos that I have recorded on my YouTube channel, and I claim it is my YouTube channel. It doesn't belong to YouTube. I self-published my autobiography, my life story. And pardon the way that I look right now, but last July 28th of 2021 it would be now, I was going up a hill to feed some deer, and the grass was wet and dewy, so when I walked down the hill, my ankle had slipped out from underneath me, and the way I landed, I broke my tibia and my fibula bone. And I had to go crawling hundreds of feet on my butt to the house where I was renting a room. My phone did not work in this area. It was out in the country near Shenandoah Park, East Virginia. I had went up that way to try to get a hearing for justice, Justus, not justice, at the Supreme Court, which I have found really the Superior Court in Philadelphia has more authority than them, and the non-Hague Convention International side, you must claim to redact the parents' patriae and get a hearing in the International Court in New York, which is the central capital of the world. So I have recorded thousands of documents in the court in years now, and have spent thousands of dollars on papers that I have filed and recorded in the courts in person, in the flesh, and have sent registered certified mail, which all can be brought in for questioning, and I have the right to redact the courts from being any beneficial heirs to my paperwork, which I know they have put on the bull stock market, Wall Street. And I had filed and recorded many papers before knowing to put in the filed stamped area redacted. Learned that last year. That's why I haven't gotten anywhere yet. But this case that's going on with my grandson, they're kidnapping. I have filed this Black's Law Dictionary copies that I have made, making my own law manual, and 10 pages that I copied from the Constitution in this real old federal Constitution book, and the Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition. And I also have an international law book that I found at an old library that's from 1918, as well as my Hebrew Strong Concordance, because I've had to study the Hebrew, as well as my good old Bible, and as well as my Dictionary of Banking Terms, which tells you in here what a Dun & Bradstreet is due on bill clause, you know. So you have your 1099 ABC, generational skipping tax, 1099 OID for original issuers, holder in due course. And If you go on irs.gov, people, and you look up a long form certificate, we were labeled dead and lost at sea when we were born as illegitimate bastards. I'm going to read this 13-page document that I wrote, and I tried to publish it the other day, 40-minute straight video, and couldn't. You know, I don't really care that I'm not tech savvy. I went out of the British Electronic Association System Terminal, and which is the beast. And the nanoparticles and the artificial stuff that they put in food, and I remember radiator heat, it was a lot healthier for it. It's all caused me to have some kind of allergy, plus this injury to my ankle, having metal in my body. So I'm going to do, little increment videos on this. And so page 1, FOIA for all named heirs and claimants demand. January 2nd, 2023 AD for all CUSIP numbers, stocks, bonds, dividends, i.e. all, e.g. all. Burden of proofs in this doctrine and asseveration of facts and truth by valid claimants. An asseveration of facts is greater than an affidavit of truth. In household heritage of Sandra Gwen, hers over my surname, Mark under my surname. Attention, insurance underwriters. Title 26, United States Code 5000A in Section 2132 of 26 U.S.C. states that there is a revelation of the government obligation of death, life, and funeral insurance that they took out on people, with 3 separate valuations of the all caps name estate. The Seskivy Trust at time of death, so you got to die to that all caps name, and 6 months after in time of transfer. And FDIC insurance, $250,000, my insurance on repositories, because everything you deposited was really a reposit. Okay, and you don't want to have a reprobate mind, and I command everything be took out of probate, because I'm not a reprobate. I have a sound disposing mind and memory, and I know the truth and the facts. CEO.gov, okay, because they are not the real government, which rests on my shoulders. I am the government. And Isaiah 44, seal, yes, I am real. Revelation 7, the 12 tribes that are named and numbered in. Revelations 2:17, in my innocent name written on a white stone. That's talking about innocence and humility. To be free from capita diminutia maximus with capita diminutio minimus rights. And that's in a Black's Law Dictionary, people. You can look it up about capita diminutia maximus means to reduce a man to a slave and have no land rights. It is your all caps name, which is on all your bills, everything, which a ticket is not a true bill. And it is for their capital gains, and it is an equitable title that you have to take ownership over and take from them, because that is how they did a character assassination on your father's name when you were born. You only need the legal surname to create the bond. With the doctors fill out Form 1 and the parents fill out Form 2, unknowing of the ramifications, and Form 3, the long form certificate, is never given. And so you are labeled an illegitimate bastard, and the bastard in the event of being born is never recorded with your name. All they authenticate is the doctors and the so-called government officials, and not your name and not you. It's really evil, wicked evil. So we will carry on with this in the next video. Thank you for listening and for understanding. 18 U.S.C. 242, no deprivation of rights under colorable law, no foreclosure on my real estate, real property. 241, 242, full stop, zero tolerance.